What's going on, peeps? My name is Simon and you're watching Soundwave TV, transforming your video experience. Weekend's coming to a close, so I'm putting together a little bits and pieces video, items that I came across of interest. It might not make a whole video. I'm just going to give you my thoughts on them. Let's get into it. Apparently, T.I. doesn't think that Hillary would make a good president. He doesn't think a woman could be president. And I'm like, how you gonna hate from outside the White House? How you gonna hate from outside the voting booth? You can't even get in. I'm like, I would challenge T.I. to just listen to what the candidates have to say, investigate their background, and then make an informed decision going forward. Now, did y'all see that Michigan game? That ending was super crazy, and Michigan fans are like super salty. I mean, they are saltier than a bag of peanuts right now. And it's like, it's not like the worst home loss ever. I mean, you did lose to Appalachian State a few years back, and I don't think people were tripping as hard as they were yesterday after that loss. I know it's Jim Harbaugh's first big coaching season, and you're playing Michigan State, but you've had worse home losses. And the kicker is Ohio State won a big game in a big fashion too. So that's like a salt in the wound. But it got to be all right up there in Ann Arbor. The fair is in town. The fair has finally come to Augusta area. And I haven't been to the fair in so long. I want to go this year. I always say I'm going to go. And then it ends up wrapping up and I don't get there. And the crazy thing is, when I was a kid, that's all I wanted to do was go to the fair. You know, and it's like, something would always come up. Now I actually have the time and the money, and I don't go. So I want to ride the rides, I want to eat the cotton candy and the funnel cake, and I want to try and win the stuffed bear. Notice the operative word being try. So Lamar Odom is finally responsive. He's been unconscious for several days. He fell unconscious after they found the body in Nevada, and they tried to airlift him, but he was too tall. At 7 feet, he couldn't fit into the helicopter, and I thought the helicopter was a little bigger than that. Because, you know, they got riding private planes all the time. So you think there would be an airlift big enough for him. But they end up having to drive him in, and it's just like, it's crazy because, like, when you're unconscious, you know, you're losing those brain cells, and those brain cells don't come back. So every second counts. So, and a lot of people, like, Khloe Kardashian, his estranged wife, they're separated. She came in to see him, and then Kobe Bryant, he left his preseason game to come stand by Lamar Odom's side. And then Master P the next day in an interview, I guess a little quick interview, he said it was all being phony, and like you could hear the hurt in his voice. So I'm not judging him too hard. And the thing is, no, none of us know. I don't know. You don't know. Very few people know the extent of the relationship between Lamar and Kobe or Lamar and Khloe. And when you deal with somebody who has an addiction, sometimes you have to love them from afar. You have to give them the space to make the decision that they want to make. They have to want to get better. You know, Lamar's grown. He has his own money, a plethora of resources at his disposal. The Lakers, they will look out for their star players. You know, they stood by Magic Johnson, you know, and he came out and disclosed he had HIV. But, you know, like, he has grown, he has money. And think about Kobe and Khloe, they have families of their own. So they're trying to take care of their own people. They're trying to give Lamar the space that he needs to do whatever he feels best. So just hopefully Lamar can get healthy and get back on his feet. You know, having a response, that's a good sign. So just hopefully the best luck for him and his family going forward. I saw the trailer for a Pixar movie. Well, I guess it's going to be a short film. The short joints come before the regular movie. It's called Sanjay's Super Team, and it looked pretty cool. And, you know, it's about a young boy. You know, he loves superheroes and Western comics, but his father wants him to be more traditional and learn about his Hindu roots. And I would like Disney or Pixar to like embrace some of that more Eastern mythology more, because we have a whole lot of Eurocentric stories. I mean, outside of Mulan and Aladdin, we have very little from the Eastern mythologies on the big screen. So hopefully that could, if it's successful, hopefully that could be the start of a larger expansion of the Disney canon. I saw Tracy Morgan on Saturday Night Live, and I was just thinking, like, man, I'm glad he's back and forth. Because when he got his car wreck last year, you know, he met it was an 18-wheeler, like, head on, and I thought, you know, is he going to be able to live? Is he going to be able to talk? Is he going to be able to walk? And after I saw him at the Emmys, and I was like, I saw him, you know, he was just getting back on his feet. But you know what? He didn't lose any of his comedic timing. Like, everything that made Tracy Morgan what he is comedically, he had it last night. He was sharp, he was on it, and he was in, like, a pretty good amount of the sketches. So, definitely glad to see Tracy Morgan back in action, back about, you know, doing his thing. I might go see Mission Impossible tomorrow. And, like, I haven't seen, I know Mission Impossible, the last one, is on demand and, you know, streaming right now. So I want to watch that tonight and then go see Mission Impossible, the new one, well, the most recent one, in the dollar movie tomorrow. And I just think Tom Cruise might be one of the best action stars of all time, like next to Jackie Chan, because I mean, dude's like 50 or pushing 50, and he's still doing his own stunts, and that's just amazing to me. You know, he could easily get a stunt double, and I was surprised that the studio let him do it. But you know, hey, if he can do it, they like what he does, so he goes for it. So I want to see Tom Cruise in action tomorrow. What did you guys do this weekend? What did you do that was cool? Did you see something? Did you meet some homies from way back? What did you think? Did you catch out a good one of the sports games? Yeah, did you check out football, baseball this weekend? What did you do that was of note? Put it in the comments down below. And please check out my podcast, The Urban Countdown. It's on thegoodoldboys.net. I'll leave a link down below. Leave a comment. Did you love the video? Did you hate the video? What would you like me to talk about in the future? Thumbs up this video and subscribe if you're so inclined. Until next time, this is Soundwave, signing off. Peace.